Hello everyone. Today we are going to see operations on dictionary. Before we start operations on dictionary, I would like you to revise how to create a simple dictionary and print it. Here I have created a simple dictionary named D and I have written a print statement. Remember one thing, if you want to print your dictionary in the dictionary form, then you can simply write your dictionary name in print statement as I have written. Now, if you are writing code in your script mode, you all know that you have to save your file and then you can run it using run menu or you can use shortcut key F5. You will see your output in Python shell and here you can see that dictionary is printed in dictionary form. So, we are going to start operations on a dictionary and the first operation is traversing a dictionary. Now, what is the meaning of traversing a dictionary? Traversal of a collection means accessing and processing each element of it. And how it is possible? You can use for loop to traverse a dictionary. Okay, here I have one dictionary created and if I want to traverse this dictionary, I have to use for loop with this syntax. Use for keyword, write a loop variable I, you can give any name, in D. D is a dictionary name. Okay. Now, inside this loop, you have to write your print statement. This is how you can traverse your dictionary. What if I will use this loop variable I? If I will write I inside this print statement, okay, what will happen? Remember one thing, whenever you are traversing dictionary using for loop, that loop variable will traverse keys in the dictionary, which means I is your loop variable. All the keys will be stored in loop variable one by one. Okay, at a time only one key will be stored. Okay, now here if I am writing print I, can you assume the output? As I told you, I is used to traverse a dictionary. I will store all the keys of the dictionary one by one. So yes, here you will get output as all the keys. You will see all the keys will be printed. Let's save it with the shortcut key Control S and run it with the shortcut key F5. Can you see all the keys available here? All the keys are printed? Yes. Now what if I don't want to print key? I want to print all the values available in it. You have to write dictionary name, box bracket and the key. But here we have loop variable I, which is going to traverse a dictionary, which will store all the keys available in a dictionary. That's why I am using I here. So if you want to print key, you will use loop variable, and if you want to print values, you will write dictionary name and a loop variable. Let's save it and check the output. Can you see all the values here? Yes. What if I want to print both key and value both? Okay. Now if you want to print key, you all know you have to use loop variable I, separate it with comma, and if you want to print value, you have to write dictionary name, box bracket, loop variable. Okay. This is how you can print both key and value. Save it and run it. You can see key and value. What if I want to separate this key and value with some sign? Here I can write whatever you want to print, you can write it in double quotation mark. I have written colon sign in double quotation mark, separated with comma. Let's save it and run it. You can see this colon between this key and value. It is not necessary that you have to write colon only. Whatever you will write will be printed as it is. Here I have written arrow key I'm sorry, I have written arrow. Just save it and run it. Here you can see instead of column, arrow is printed. So this is how you can traverse a dictionary. Now the next operation is adding an element in the dictionary. While adding an element in the dictionary, you have to keep few points in your mind. And that are, the key being added must not exist in the dictionary. That key must be unique. And what if that key is already present in the dictionary and I am trying to add it? What will happen? It will not add a new element. It will just overwrite that key's old value. Okay? Let's try to add an element and see what syntax you have to use to add an element. So, let's assume that I want to add another element here, 4. So what is the syntax to add an element? You have to write dictionary name, which is D. In the box bracket, you will have to mention that key. For example, I want 4 as key. So I am writing it in the box bracket, equals to 4 in words. It is string, so I am writing in double quotation mark. So this is the syntax to add an element in the dictionary. When you are adding it, be careful. That key must not be available in the dictionary. It should be unique. Okay. Now, after this, if I will print it, I will try to print my dictionary. Let's see what will happen. Save it, run it. And here you can see new element is being added. Yes? Okay. Now, as I told you, that key should be unique. It should not be there in the dictionary. But what if you are trying to add an element with the key which is already there in the dictionary? I'll write 3 here. You can see in our dictionary 3 is already there. That key is present in our dictionary. So let's see whether the Python will give error or something else will happen. Save it, run it. Oh, Python has not generated any error. So what happened? You can see that old value is replaced with the new value. Correct? So this is basically updation operation. So when the key is available in the dictionary and you will write this statement, that will perform updation operation, and if the key is not present in the dictionary and you will write the same statement, that will add the new element in your dictionary. So this is how you can add and update an element in your dictionary. This addition and updation are similar process. You must have seen that here. You must have observed that. Okay. I hope you all are clear with this 3 operation: traversing a dictionary, adding an element, and updating an element. Okay. So I would like to end up my session with summary. What we have done in today's session: you can traverse a dictionary using for loop. Adding an element and updating an element are similar process. You can use the same syntax for both the operation as given below. Here is the syntax: dictionary name, in the box bracket you have to write key equals to value. Okay, same syntax you are going to use. But if key is already exist in the dictionary, updation operation will be performed, and if key does not exist, then new element will be added. Hope you all are clear with this. Till then, we will see next operations, more operations in the new session. Till then, take care.